Hi, this practice is a little different if we typically practice together in person or if you've been doing my YouTube classes and tutorials. It's a continuous flow, meaning you can add on as many repetitions as you like and get creative with it. I'll give you a variation 1 and 2, but play with other postures. You could step back from your half moon into your warrior 2. There's a lot to explore and have fun. So start off in a tabletop position with a neutral spine. Have your toes towards the back of the mat. And if you have 2 yoga blocks, bring them to the front of the mat. From your neutral spine, start to come into cat and cow posture. So in cat posture, you're drawing your navel into your spine and contracting your front body as you expand your back body. And then come into your cow posture where you're creating length from your navel through your breastbone and contracting the back body, drawing your shoulder blades together and down your back. So 3 times. Inhale, you lift into your cat, and exhale into your cow. After you've done that 3 times, step your right foot forward into a tight low lunge. You'll keep your left hand on the floor or possibly on a block. You'll reach your right arm up and over your head. And then in this position, you will come through cat-cow again 3 times, squaring the hips, drawing the right hip back, and on the inhale, the chest lifts, and on the exhale, you contract your front core. Inhale, chest lifts, exhale, contract front core. One more time, breathe in and out. And then inhale, lift the chest. With the chest lifted, the collarbones open. Bring your right hand to the block or maybe the floor and lift up into half moon. Bring your left hand behind your low back to help you feel the hips and notice how square they are. And then you can reach the left arm up to the ceiling. This is more about the continuous movement and the flow. So if you're not in perfect alignment, that's okay. This first posture of half moon, it might take some time to start to open up the hips. And then take the lifted left leg as you turn the chest down to the floor behind the right foot. So you're lining up the outer edges of your feet in this IT band stretch. If this feels like too much to you, bring the feet hip distance apart, about 6 inches, and bend your knees and fold forward into Uttanasana. Just be here and breathe. Uncross the feet and return to your tabletop position for the second side. Start off with your neutral spine and then come through 3 cat-cows here. Inhale, chest lifts, heart opens, collarbone spread. Exhale, navel draws in, chin into chest, release the back of the neck. Inhale, lift up, feel the expansion. Exhale and feel the contraction. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift the chest, and then step the left foot forward and come into your tight lunge. And then go right into your cat-cows here, squaring the hips, left hip back, and feel the articulation of the spine as you flow with your breath. Take one more inhale and then bring the left hand to the block or the mat, right hand behind your low back and lift up into your half moon posture. Give yourself a moment here. This side, left side, might feel different than your right. And just notice what you feel. And then once you're steady, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Feel the arms moving from the center of the chest. And get strong in your lifted right leg. Give yourself another moment here. Just breathe. And then start to turn the chest down to the floor. Bring the right foot behind the left, lining up the outer edges of your feet. Again, fold into this IT band stretch, or Uttanasana, if that's what you prefer. Just notice how this side feels as you breathe. And then slowly unwind, make your way back to your tabletop, or maybe you'd like to come into down dog for a few breaths. And then start to come through your cat-cow variation. This time, notice how I've flipped my palms and my fingertips are pointing back to my knees. 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Take one more inhale, and again set up for your half moon, bringing the right hand down to the mat or block. And if you'd like to take a variation this time, pull the left knee into your chest, take the left hand to hold on to the left ankle, and then slowly start to kick the left leg back. So you'll start to feel opening in the front of the thigh, the quadricep, in the left hip flexors, and you'll feel contraction to the back of the leg, the hamstring and the left buttock. And then continue to kick, and you'll even notice some expansion through the front of the chest, the shoulders, and some opening to the left shoulder. Give yourself a moment, get steady here. And then slowly release the left leg, lining it up behind the right foot for the IT band stretch as you fold. Same thing that you did in your first sequence. Just breathe. It might feel different the second time. Just notice. And then return to your tabletop. Again, I have my fingertips pointed back to my knees. You can even have fingertips pointing to the sides of the mat. Just play with what works for you and come through your cat-cows. End with a lifted chest, more of a cow variation, and bring the left hand to the block and come into your half moon. Bring your right knee into your chest, right hand to right ankle. Get steady. It might take a moment, pressing through the inner left foot. And then slowly start to draw the right knee back, kicking your right foot into your right hand. Notice the opening on the right shoulder, as well as the right leg and hip. Notice this side. And then just breathe. And then slowly release, turn the chest down to the floor, Bring the right foot behind the left, and again, the IT band stretch here as you fold. And then you'll return to your tabletop, or maybe you'll come into a down dog and then a high plank and then a down dog and then a high plank. Play with it, but then keep coming through this circular flow and just notice how each time you feel a little shift, a little change in your body. You feel more articulation or movement in the spine, and you also start to feel a little bit more open in the front of the hip. So, thank you for trying. Have a great day, and until next time, namaste.